last part of March and the first part of April continue to be cold in the Big Land, and specifically in Happy Valley Goose Bay. Even though it's cold on Wednesday, I would take a trip down to do a little bit of fishing on Wilburn Bay, and it was a good afternoon as I was able to harvest about 4.5 to 5 dozen smelts. I was successful, but there was a gentleman and his wife that was fishing very close to where I was, that they ended up harvesting over 100 smelts. So this 22-kilometer trip that I took on Wednesday was a very good trip on a beautiful trail, as well as a very successful day in getting a few smelts. On Good Friday, Diane and I would take an excursion out to Rabbit Island, out to Toby and Fern's cabin. And as you can see from the video here, the main trail, very smooth, and the groomers had done an excellent job. And I remarked to somebody or a couple of people that the $130 spent on the trail pass this year was well worth it, with conditions beautiful at this Easter time to do some snowmobiling in the Big Land. Good Friday, I think April the 3rd. Just out here now, Rabbit Island in the distance down there. We're doing a little bit of ice fishing just off this island called Birchie. And just down there it's called Woody. First time I've been over here. Here today with Daryl and Toby. Just doing a bit of scouting around. We're out for overnight. Stay at Rabbit Island tonight, so do a bit of fishing here and then go back and have a traditional Good Friday supper, fish and brews. While the gentlemen were scouting around, I ended up catching one smelt, and while they were overfishing in a couple of the other holes, two boys are gone out there. Shack out there, just trying for a few fish out there, but I've stayed here and I'm picking up 4 smelts now in this hole right here, just off Birchie Island. I think it's Birchie Island, if not it's Woody. Anyway, don't matter, getting a few smelts. Rabbit Island's down there. Gonna head down there for supper shortly. Down here on Rabbit Island for the weekend with friends Toby and Fern Ball. Darryl and Cora here with us as well, staying at their cabin last night. Came out early this morning, tried for a fish, not sure if I'm going to catch anything. A beautiful morning. Sun is high in the sky now at about 7:15. Gonna go in here and try for a smelt or a trout, see what happens. Anyway, before breakfast. Probably be heading in a little later today. Again, see how it goes. But a large Labrador day. And this is the first weekend in April. I'm out here in Toby's ice shack. Just out in front of his cabin. You can see his cabin in the distance there. It's about 7:45. The wind, it looks like it's starting to come up as the door is starting to shut with the wind. Just doing a little bit of ice fishing here in the 2 holes he has cut. No luck as of yet. Maybe just gonna stay out here for another little while, but been in this one before a number of years ago, not on this spot, but probably my first time catching significant number of smelts on Lake Melville, and a significant number of trout here as well during an ice fishing expedition, I think back in probably 2022, but anyway. So it's the first time I've used the shack since then, and just hopefully pick up a few fish, but we'll see. Probably gonna head in later today. My first one, I guess, fish, night fish, I guess you call it. Some people call it a tomcod or whatever, but that's what I caught so far. Just got him right now. Anyway, try for a little bit longer, but that's the first one I caught. Probably not a good sign. This is my second one I caught now. They're called night fish or tomcods, like I said. Not sure the proper name for them. This is the second one I caught now. Just put on a new piece of bait, shrimp, and that's what I got. So try a little bit longer, but some people say if you start catching them, you need to move. So probably will move in a little while. We'll probably be back in to get a coffee. Gonna head back in now on Skidoo, back into the cabin after catching, I guess, 3 night fish, tomcods, whatever you want to call them. Anyway, beautiful morning. As you can see, sun is up now. It's 8 a.m. Not much movement here on Rabbit Island, but that'll change. A lot of people out to their cabins today, as evidenced by yesterday. But feels much colder than that. After having an afternoon meal with Toby and Fern of French fries and smelts fried, as well as some chicken wings, we would end up heading back in And as you can see, the main trail here, again, is still in great shape after a couple of days of travel. And like I said, thoroughly enjoyed the time that I can spend on my snow machine here in the big land on trail conditions like this. A great job done by whoever does it. The trip from our house to Rabbit Island and some of the fishing excursions I did on Friday, and Saturday I guess as well, they ended up being 72 kilometers a round trip for myself and Diane.